Hey class, today we are going to be reading and also listening about the fable of the tortoise and the hare. Okay? But first, let's start with me explaining something for you. Intensive reading and listening, and also extensive reading and listening. Okay? Let's not get all dizzy with that, so let's start with intensive reading and listening. This means focusing closely and carefully on the details of a text or an audio. Students will pay attention, or you guys, to the vocabulary so that we can understand new or difficult words that we already know but are hard for us, okay? Grammar and sentence structure, how the language is built. Accuracy, getting the exact meaning of the words. Small sections, usually done in short paragraphs or short parts. Okay? This often includes tasks like filling in the blanks, translating sentences, analyzing grammar, or listening for a specific word or phrases that we are going to do some of these activities along the way. Okay? The goal for intensive reading and listening is to have a deep understanding and language learning. Okay? So let's move on with extensive reading and listening. This means reading or listening to larger amounts of content for the overall idea, fun, or general understanding. The students, you guys, will focus on the main idea or message, the fluency and enjoyment, understanding the story or theme. Done, it is done with longer text or longer audios, for example, maybe a podcast or a book instead of a fable. Okay? The examples of some exercise that we are going to do along the way about extensive reading and listening will be reading a story for fun, listening to a podcast to follow some topic, maybe if we see the zoo, then a podcast about animals, for example, and we are going to watch a video and then summarizing to see what happened. Okay? The goal for this is to build fluency, confidence, and comprehension without stopping too much. Okay? Any doubts? No? Okay. Perfect. Let's move on. Okay? Now, what we are going to do is that I want you to close your eyes and imagine what's happening. What is going the story to be about? Who did you hear it was in the story? Okay? This is something that we are going to do with the fable of the tortoise and the hare, but not yet. Okay? After that, I want you to focus on target vocabulary sounds. For example, race, tortoise, or steady. Model correct pronunciation of keywords using clear and slow speech when you read. Okay? Now, we are going to be seeing like tongue twisters or repetition drills using vocabulary, words, or phrases. Okay? Now, after we do that, after we listen to the story and you already imagine all the things that are going through your head, we are going to be in small groups or pairs, as you wish, and you will discuss some questions. Okay, the first one: what part of the story did you find easiest to understand and why? Were, are, were there any words or parts that were hard to hear, and which ones? What clues did you use to figure out the meaning of new words? How did listening help you understand the story differently from just reading? Okay, there are only four questions. Then, for practice our speaking, in the same pairs, you are going to retell a part of the story, just using some sentence frames. For example, first the tortoise, blah 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 blah. Then the hare, blah blah blah. Finally, blah blah blah. We are going to be using the target vocabulary. For example, race, snap, challenge, slow, steady, boost. Okay? Now, then you will rehearse with your partner, and then you and your partner are going to present it to another couple, another pair. Okay? After that, we are going to be doing a story map. We are going to complete a story map as a class. Everyone will be doing this, okay? With the phrases, with everything that you've done with your partner, you are going to share it with all of us, with all the pairs that are here in the class. And then, based on that, we are going to be doing a story map. For example, we are going to be seeing who was the main character or what was the problem that we saw at the beginning or maybe even during and after the fable. Okay, so I will give you the copies of the story that we are going to hear. Okay, the tortoise and the hare. We are going to listening, then reading. Okay, then we are going to do the activities that I just told you. If you have any doubt, you can tell me.